Mr. Ivan, Alberto, Ivan. This is Jennifer. Jennifer, Ivan.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. We don't keep you long on these calls. What I try to do when I have you all together, aside from taking attendance and taking temperature, and when I say take temperature, I kind of check in and see how you're doing and make sure everything is cool. Because if you're here, that's one good sign. And then if you engage and talk to me uh, and stomach some of my witty banter and sense of humor and all that good stuff, then I think that's good as well. And then I also try to engage you in some type of critical thinking or problem solving exercise that is not like what you're doing in your classes, but still beneficial and still useful for what you're doing in your classes. So, do either one of you play Scrabble?
No.
I
All
played
right.
it a couple times before.
Okay, or maybe words with friends is what your generation would call Scrabble. Good
I
morning,
haven't played
Imani.
it.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
All right, good to see you. Good to see you. We are taking a look at a little problem solving exercise similar to the one we looked at last Thursday. Well, it'll be a little different, but what I'm trying to do is invoke as many different problem solving scenarios, critical thinking exercises that will be of benefit to you no matter what class you're taking. And since you're all in different classes, I'm trying to find stuff that would hopefully speak to and enlighten all of you, whatever class you're in. So, Imani, do you play Scrabble? Are you familiar with it? Are you familiar with words with friends?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I had a couple of people in first block that actually play Scrabble and play a lot. So even if you don't understand or play the game much, this will make sense to you, hopefully, from a math point of view. I happen to love Scrabble because it's like this ultimate combination of math and verbal abilities, abilities with words and language, because you only succeed in playing the game if you're good at putting the words together in ways that give you a lot of points. So give me a second as I share my screen, and let me ask you a question that you may know the answer to. What is the least common letter in the English language? What letter occurs or shows up in fewer words than any other letter in the English language? Anybody? Somebody?
A.
No.
No, no. A would be one of the most common letters. Now I'm looking for the least common letter.
X. The least?
Least
Yeah,
common,
A.
yeah. The one that doesn't show up much at all. How about the letter Z?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. How about Q?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say Z and Q are the least common letters. Those are the ones you see the least because there aren't many words we can think of that start with Z or Q. Now, I can think of zebra. I can think of quick. I can think of quit, quilt, quiche. But for every word that I'm naming that starts with the letter Q, what's the second letter in all of those words that I just named that start with Q? What's the second letter?
You.
U. I would say 95% of the time, if a word begins with Q, the second letter is U. Now, what that also means is there must be a few words that are the exception. There are some words that begin with Q where the second letter is not U. I'm going to show you one today. I'm going to show you how lethal it is in Scrabble, and I'm going to show you that it's lethal by showing you how to count the number of points that I'm going to make in these words. Can everybody see the screen that I have shared?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can everybody see the word monk over on the right side of the Scrabble board, kind of in the middle?
Yeah.
All right. Do you see that red block next to the K in monk?
Yeah.
All right. To every Scrabble player, that is a golden situation. That is a triple word score next to a word that I can add an S to and make a whole new word? Does everybody see I can add the letter S to monk and make the word monks? All right. How many points would I get for that? Well, I get 3 points for the letter M. I get 1 point for the letter O, 1 point for the letter N. I get 5 points for the letter K. So let's add that. 3 plus 1 plus 1, that's 5, right? And then another 5, that's 10. So if I add the S, which is worth 1 point, and I put it over triple word score, I'm going to have 11 points, but I get to multiply it by 3. So how many points will I end up with if I just add S?
10, right?
I have 10. I'm going to add 1, but I will place that 1 over a triple word score. That means I'm going to get 3 times the number of points for this word. The word is worth 11 points. I'm going to get 3 times that. So how much will I end up with?
33.
I will end up with 33 points. All right. So now let's see what that looks like. See, I add the S, and if you see in the lower right corner there, the computer version of Scrabble that I play tells me, hey, that's a 33-point word. Now, I'm not satisfied with that because I know I can score more points. And Ivan, you score the greatest number of points by combining very small words and these bonus blocks, the triple word or the triple letter or the double letter. You understand me when I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next scenario. I have the letter I and the letter H on my rack, and I know I can make another word. I can make a slightly bigger word than just adding the S in monks. I can make the word ish. That is a word that describes a stage of manhood. Doesn't matter whether you've heard it or not, but ISH is actually a word, and it's a word that I could play that would give me more than 33 points. Let's see how many points I get if I played that one. I would get 51 points there. Now, you know I got 33 points for the word monks, right?
Yeah.
Now, because I cover the triple word score with that S and use it in both of these words, I get triple word bonus for both of these words. So for the word ish, I would get 4 plus 1 plus 1, which is 6, right?
Yeah.
And then I would get 3 times 6. So what's that? What's 3 times 6?
18.
All right, so I would get 33 points for monks. I would get 18 points for ish. That would give me a total of 51. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I actually think I can score more points than that. Do you believe me?
Yeah.
All right. There's a word, QI. Now, are you familiar with the word karma? I think that's the closest thing I can come up with. Are you familiar with karma? There's this force in the universe that says you eventually get what you deserve to get.
Yeah.
Okay, so the word QI is kind of like karma. It's pronounced Kai, and you can also spell it KI, but in Scrabble, it becomes a very important word because it's a 2-letter word that begins with the letter Q, where the second letter is not I. It is a life force, and it's particular to the Chinese culture. The Chinese believe strongly in the force of Kai. So let's look at what happens when I use QI instead of using ISH. How many points do I get for that word?
69.
69. That's quite a few more points than monks. So I think I'm going to play this one. But how did I end up with 69 points? Remember, I got 33 points for the word monks, right? And then for Kai's, I got 10 points for the Q, 1 point for the I, 1 point for the S, but then I get to multiply it by 3. So what's that? What's 12 times 3?
36.
All right. And then what is 36 plus 33?
59.
69. 69. So that's what I ended up playing in this game. Now, I ended up winning the game. I know y'all don't care about that now, but I did end up winning this game, and that set me on a path to victory because a 69-point word is pretty big in Scrabble. That's pretty big. And it's a 69-point word that I made out of a 2-letter word that I added S to at a place on the board where I got bonus points. That's how you make your money in Scrabble. That's how you make big scores, and that's how you win. All right, say something. Did y'all just understand most of that? If you understood most of it, I would be so happy.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Did it feel like math to you?
Yes. Kind
All
of.
right. Do you see how it combines math and language, math and vocabulary, along with strategy? See, I like to teach like this. I like to teach where you're not really sure what subject you're studying because this looks like life. Like in life, you never know what class you're in. You're just living, right? And you got to figure out how to live and how to do what you're going to do. And what I have to do is prepare you for that as much as I can. So part of that preparation is to take these classes and hopefully learn and retain some things from them. But then I like to throw you in situations like this that looks a little bit more like life so we can talk about what we would do and how we would handle things. Y'all feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody learn anything today? Now that's where you're supposed to say, yes.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to. Hey, you don't have to. It would make me feel good if you did. But yeah, don't stroke my ego. Just tell me the truth. Yeah, because this is the first time I have tried this. The first day I have tried it. And it went well first block because the folks in first block all played Scrabble. So I get it if you don't play Scrabble. But hopefully, after I show you a few of these, you'll pick up on both the rules of the game and how it ties back to counting, which is the most important thing you do in math. You count. That's the most important skill that you will walk away from any math class with is you'll be better at counting because counting helps you when you're dealing with money. It really helps. All right. Jennifer, do you remember the little trick I did with guessing the number that you had written down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to dust that one off. I don't remember quite how to do it just yet, but I will dust that one off for a upcoming class here. Does anybody have any questions or any needs where Edgenuity is concerned?
No.
Or anything else of an administrative nature? Ivan just got done switching a couple of his classes, so we got that taken care of. Imanii, everything good in your world?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if there are no questions or any further comments, now I do not hold you guys in these, but these 15 minutes that we have spent with each other have been good for me. I hope they have been good for you. And if there's nothing further, I will release y'all and we will see you tomorrow. And I will continue to monitor you on Edgenuity. So keep working and keep working hard.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You too.
All right.